Hello guys, this is Prince Jai Kenya back again today with another video. So I made a video about I bought a car after 2 years in America, and today I want to explain why it took me 2 years in America to buy a car. So as you know, having a car in America is a basic need. It's more than a basic need. Some people gonna tell you that your car is your foot, your car is your egg to walk here in America. Without a car, oh my god, you are limited work-wise. You are limited in many things, but having a car is having a freedom to move around anytime you want, anyhow you want, you know, because the reason why the American system or the American government have made it easy for people to access cars here. One biggest reason I think is because of the weather condition. My friend, I can tell you that walking outside 5 minutes or being outside 5 minutes when it's winter season, depending on the state, oh my god, I'm telling you, it's like a hell. It's like, I don't know how to explain to it. Leave it. Don't mind even about the winter season. Come now, let's talk about the summer. Sometimes the sun burns. It's hot outside that you sweat. Oh my. So having a car here is no more of a fun thing, but it's more of a basic need, right? So I came in America on 2022. I had that desire. Oh my god, I'm going to America. I'm gonna get myself a car. So when I came here, there is expectation versus reality. So I thought I'm gonna buy my car within my first month, but this is it. I didn't know much things about the bills. As you know, those who have been following up my stories, I was hosted by my friend who rented me an apartment for 1 month. And then the second month I had to pay the apartment for myself. So I came here, I got a job within my second week. Remember, my goal is to buy a car within 1 month. And then I have to pay my house the following month. Coming in America, I didn't have any money. Those who know my story, I had to take some loans here and there. So I was paying bills. Once I got a job, I was paying bills. I was paying my house. I was paying myself food. The way I used to navigate through is that for the first 2 months, most of the places I used to work, like those who followed my story, I can tell you guys, the way I got my first job in America, I worked for 1 hour, 33 minutes, to and fro. Those are over 3 hours. And in America, working 3 hours, I think I needed to be recognized in the Golden World Book of Record, whichever it's called, because I didn't even know that there are some rules that restrict people or prohibits people to walk in the highway. Myself, I just walked. I'm new in America. I'm desperate. I need a job. My host has done everything that he is supposed to do, because my host used to live 1 hour from me. So whenever he could be free, he used to come to drive me over. We go look for jobs, and we searched some places, but with no success for me getting a job. And here comes, I did a research online, and so there is this employment hiring agency that was 1 hour 33 minutes away. It has a direct hire, and they don't need an appointment. It's an in-person. I decided, you know what, I'm an African, I'm used to working, and I'm tired of staying like this in a new country. I don't want to become a burden to someone. Remember, this host is a stranger. I don't want to get to the second month and I have to request him to pay my house again. So I decided to work 1 hour 33 minutes. The weather was at least good because it was on allowed March. So it was like the start of the spring, but it was still chilly. I didn't know how to take a bus. I didn't know how anything, because it was my second week in America. I didn't know even there is like a cab or a taxi you can pay cash. Or I thought it was an Uber. I downloaded an Uber app. It needed my debit card or credit card. I didn't have any of them. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna just work. So I worked, got myself a job. And then when I got a job, that's when I told my host I got a job. And he told me, oh, that's good. How are you gonna be going to job? So he was a nice man. He decided to update his Visa card to my Uber app for the first week. And then once I get my debit card after my second week of work, the next pay, so I'm gonna update my Visa to the Uber now. So that's what I did. My first job, I used to use an Uber here and there, but still walking around, like going to Goodwill, going to shop around, I used to walk because I don't want to use Uber. So for the first 2 to 3 months, I used to walk a lot, walk here, walk there. And then later, that's when I came to discover about the bus, because, oh my God, the Uber was taking a lot of my money. Sometimes I want to pay $20, $25, $30 whenever it's raining. Remember on March, April, it's a spring season. Sometimes it will be raining and you're ordering an Uber, the Uber is 20 minutes away and you have to wait to go to work. And then the Uber price shoot from $20 almost to $35. You know, it's too much for me. So I struggled a lot my first time in America, having not a car, walking around. It's a long story. At one moment, I remember I was walking towards the work. It was like 23 minutes walk, and then the rain started. And then I started to think about myself, the way I came from Africa, the way I used the life gonna be here in America, and then now the things are upside down. This is not my expectation. But I knew nothing good comes easy. Everybody starts somewhere, and I knew maybe I'm just suffering like this. One day like this, people that were driving around, passing me all the time with the vehicle, I believe that one day I'm gonna drive myself like them, but I have to pay the price and the cost. So it came to a moment I discovered about taking a bus. But the biggest thing about the bus, leave alone about Uber. Uber is money consuming. My friend, bus is time consuming. You know, like Lancaster is not a big city. It's just a small city. If you need a public transport, go to big cities like New York, like wherever the big city, there is even some trains. Lancaster, the buses used to come after 30 minutes. And then I had to leave my house 1 hour early so that I can connect to the second bus. Because at the first time I used to walk like 19 minutes to Columbia Avenue. And then I get a bus. And then where the bus gonna drop me, I have to walk 23 minutes. So I used to walk almost 50 minutes a day going to work for 1 month. And now the second month, I mean 1 month when I was at work. Not 1 month, from like my 3rd month. And then my 4th month at work and in America, that's when I discovered about the bus. And the 4th month, that's when I used to walk those, around those, how long? Around those 50 minutes. And then I discovered about taking now the 2 buses going to downtown Lancaster and connecting with a bus, you know. It was such a task. So after my 6 months, I had already saved enough money to buy a car in America. But since my 2nd month, I was arguing a lot with my host because I wanted to find a car even if it's $2,000 because I could not be able to manage to save like 5,000. My host was recommending and suggesting just save like 5,000, 6,000 and you can buy yourself a car. And I was like, my 2 month, my 3 month, oh damn, I cannot get this 5,000 as soon as I think I need them. So let me just buy myself a 2,000. I had already gotten a manual car, very old car, a model almost like look like a Nissan Sunny, very old car, manual car, and the person was selling me 1,800. But I had to fix it to change the wheel, the tire, and some stuff. So I told my host I have seen a car, I've gotten a car that is the price I can be able to buy. But the host told me, don't buy it. And I was like, damn, you don't understand me. You don't understand my suffering. I know. He told me, I know who you are suffering. I was like you. When I came in America, I was eager to buy a car because I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to take buses and to take Uber and to those rides. But it's worth a shit than buying a car like that and it come to break down in the middle of nowhere. And then you have to buy another car. And now it's a lot of work. He told me, don't buy it. Take your time. So after 6 months, that's when I considered it's better to wait than just to hurry up, because now the reality of the thing came to sink in me. It's better not for me not to hurry up things in America, because if you come with an expectation to rush things, the thing's gonna turn upside down and you're gonna start to regret. So I decided to wait, and then good luck, I joined my job, the job that I have current, more at the moment not current. So this job I don't work a lot because I live in my workplace, I eat in my workplace. And then that job gave me a relaxed time, a nice time, and a cool time to say, you know what? Yes, I needed a car and I still need it, but I'm not rushing things. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to save my money. In fact, I have other projects that I can save money for than just buying a car. So for the last 2 years, I have been saving my money, doing other projects. And then after 2 years, that's when I thought, you know what? I'm limited a lot because, yes, even now, whenever I want to move around, maybe I use there are some free buses here that takes me around the base and stuff like that. But going off base, maybe I go with friends. Whenever they are going somewhere, we go out, with their car. Sometimes I can decide to be nice and, you know, put them some gas. But 2 years I didn't have a car because I had priorities. I knew my desire and I knew my needs. For the first 6 months, yes, I was burning. I was like eager to buy a car. But after 6 months, I came to know what? You don't have to rush things. You don't have to unless it's a must. Unless it's a must, because some places you need a car. Whether you like it or not, some places you need a car. But my party shot is this. Once you go to America, or once you relocate in a country abroad, there are so many opportunities and there are so many things that are accessible. You can get them. But take your time. Not just because you can get it, just get it, you know. Some people are right now, they are living paycheck to paycheck. They are like slaves, working day every day to pay bills. Because they came here in America, they can get a car, they bought a car, and then they are paying car loan, insurance, they are still fearing that car. You know, why? Why all that pressure? For me, it took 2 years because, yes, at first I needed a car. But it came to a moment I no longer need a car, because the place I'm working and the place I'm staying is not far. It's a place I can walk, you know. That's it. Like a place like New York, I don't think you need a car in New York if you get a job that is close. Yes, you will need it later along the way in life, but it's not a must for you to get it like soon once you relocate in America. So just know your needs and your desires. If you come in America and a car is one of your basic need, because you live in remote areas or somewhere there is no any other means of transport, just save your money. Just figure out about the bus. Be getting out of the work of the house to catch up with the bus. But save yourself a good money to buy at least a nice car. Not a car that's gonna die within the next month. No, at least a car that can give you a service. And if you know you don't need a car at all, take your time, do other things, but still be saving a little money for you to buy a car, and then you're gonna get yourself a car. So that's all why I took too long to buy a car. But finally here I have a car. Now we're gonna try to drive all these states of America. And once you come here in America, if I'm the guy who's gonna host you, I'm gonna drive you around like crazy. We're gonna go these neighboring states: Washington, Maryland, I don't know, Delaware, I don't know, Pennsylvania, New York, all those states. We're gonna travel together. So God bless you, God be with you, and may God fulfill your heart desires. Subscribe to Prince Jack Kenya.